What's up everyone, Stella Chung here. I'm outside of the Tekken 8 area and I'm so excited because we're going to be talking to the developers, Katsuhiro Harada and Michael Murray. Let's go inside and see what they can tell us. So, with there now being unique intro dialogue between specific characters before a match begins, do you have any specific favorite pairings or quips between two characters?
So,
it's something we've done past series like Tag or, sometimes Tekken 5, but so it kind of depends on the character pairing, what they say, right? So if they have some kind of special relationship, whether, good or bad, then it changes. And Harada said his favorite is June and Kazuya.
So how will the new special control type help bring new characters and new players, not only to Tekken, but to fighting games as a whole?
Yeah, the system that you mentioned is brand new for Tekken 8. We had something similar as a predecessor in Tekken 7 where you push a button and you can do certain commands simply, but this is even more evolved this time around. But one of the interesting things is, obviously, like you said, it's good for bringing in new players, which you've noticed they like. But also, even if you're a veteran player, if you're trying to pick up a new character that you're not used to, it's much easier if you're using the special control systems. So it's actually kind of beneficial for a large variety of different players. And so far, it's been a great response to it.
So what kind of feedback have you been getting on the game over the last month since we talked during Summer of Gaming?
First off, we've had many different people playing the game. We have it hands-on here, but other opportunities as well. And it's been out we've announced it, and then people have seen it and had time to play it for a bit now. So we were expecting at some point people get used to it and then give us a variety of feedback. Some of it maybe not positive, so that's how it works, and then we fix it and everything's good. For us, it makes us a bit nervous that the reaction is so overwhelmingly positive. And last time that we talked to IGN, we were just showing the game at an earlier stage, but right now we have the CNT, the closed network test going on in the background, so we were able to get even more feedback from people. So obviously, they're loving the new gameplay mechanics, but also the netcode and the online experience so far is the first time they're trying that.
So you have 16 playable characters here at San Diego Comic-Con.
Today, right?
Yes. So who has been the most popular character so far?
So yeah, we have 16 characters in the playable build. We haven't had a chance to review the play data, so we can't speak from an empirical standpoint, but just being able to see everyone play the game. Kazuya, a lot of people are picking up, King as well. So those are probably the two popular ones so far.
I think you listed some of it, but could you go into detail about some of the changes that you've made since for this closed test that is what people are experiencing right now?
Well, it's not that long since we last talked, so there hasn't been any drastic changes to the gameplay, just fine-tuning, etc. So the biggest difference is probably just the online play, since everyone's seen that for the first time. Although we've been saying it, not many people notice that there is crossplay in the game, and people can try that out, not this week, but when we open it up to the other platforms as well. So that's there. And then people are able to just see the matching and see some of the other elements of the game as well.
Tekken contains some of the most eccentric and stylish characters in modern fighting games. Out of the current roster shown, who is the best dressed in your opinion?
It's tough because all the characters are so unique this time around as well. But especially Lily, because there's a certain designer that he had been kept an eye on for quite some time, and this is the first time that we actually worked with her. Her name's Jasmine, I believe, from New Zealand. We actually asked her to design Lily this time around, and so that's a brand new costume for her based on an artist that he'd been wanting to work with for quite some time, so that's probably his favorite one.
Earlier today, you were on a panel, which I watched, and you guys were fantastic. You were discussing real-life moves and how they're represented in Tekken. So, out of every move in the game, which one do you think hurts the most?
That's a really tough question, but maybe King. Like, all of his throws are pretty dangerous if you were actually going to do them in real life, right? But one thing that's maybe doesn't stand out at first is low kicks. He was saying if, like on the shins or other areas of low kicks, for people who aren't used to it, it hurts quite a bit. Like someone like me who does Muay Thai, you get used to it, but because your shins get harder. But he said that it must really sting if you get a low kick and you're not used to it.
Yeah, those are good answers. For me, I'm just like, I'm good. I won't take any of them. So. Well, thank you so much. This is so fun. Thank you so much for taking us time. Yeah.
My pleasure.